Welcome back to Sunday Night Spookies, the podcast dedicated to exploring the mysterious and the spooky unknown. My name is Lex.
And I'm Sarah.
And this is episode 17, Dreams.
Yes, lots of dreams and their meanings. Mm-hmm. Some strange dreams we found in the book.
Mm-hmm. Some of my own strange dreams.
Very strange. We have the Dream Interpretation Dictionary. Mm-hmm. Symbols, signs, and meanings. Mm-hmm. I definitely found this at Five Below.
Yeah, she got it for me for an event of some sort, but I don't remember what the event was.
Christmas? Birthday? I think it was your birthday.
So we've decided today's going to be super laid back because...
Yeah, we have blankies.
Yeah, I have my Harry Potter blanket. You can't tell, but it's the Marauders map. You've got corgis going.
Yeah, it was cheap.
It's finals week for us both.
The night before finals.
Yep. So we've decided to... But really, if you don't see us after this because we died. Or threw ourselves off a cliff. One of the two.
Hey, either way we die.
So we decided we're going to relax.
Yeah.
We're going to wear some sweaters, blankets.
Rep in our favorite colleges.
Yep. Drink some tea and talk about dreams. So, we're diving in?
Diving in.
So, I thought it'd be interesting to find out the first recorded dream.
Yeah.
Like, first documented dream. And I don't know what I was expecting. I think I was expecting, like, more modern, like, so that medicine could, like, explain it away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do have it, and it's from ancient Mesopotamia, so it's old. It's long ago.
It's only a few years ago.
Only a couple. So the earliest recorded dream is from ancient Mesopotamia, from the Sumerian king Dumuzi of Uruk, sometime around 2500 BC. So a long, long time ago. And like he wrote it down, or he like spoke to his sister who wrote it down or something. And it's documented as: an eagle seizes a lamb from the sheepfold. A falcon catches a sparrow on the reed fence. The cup lies on its side. Dumuzi lives no more. The sheepfold is given to the winds. And so he was like, King Dumuzi was like, what the hell does this mean? Because that's, if Dumuzi lives no more, what the hell?
Yeah.
And so he like talked to his sister about it, who wrote it down and interpreted it. She was apparently a professional at 2500 BC on interpreting things.
Cool.
She couldn't be a professional at interpreting dreams because that's the first recorded dream. Right? So, not sure. But she gave the advice, and this is like from the article, I assume that's not what she said, but she gave the advice that basically said, some bad shit is going to go down. You would do well to hide.
Did he hide?
Don't know.
Pretty good hider.
We don't know.
That's interesting, though, that like the first recorded dream came from that time frame.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, and we were talking about this before we started recording. I'm like, how crazy would that be to like experience? Like, because I was talking like when we grow up and have bad dreams or wake up in the middle of the night because of dreams, our parents are there to tell us, oh, this is what this is. They're not real. They go away. They're common, whatever.
Right. But if that's the first dream.
If it's like the first dream, or I'm sure it's not the first dream. People have dreamed since people have been people.
Yeah.
Because it's just what happens.
But maybe the dreams are were before this time were just based solely on like your normal life. Because there wasn't like a lot of room for imagination, I'm guessing.
Or before that, it could have just been dreams about like survival instinct. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, I had a dream that I killed this animal and had food for my family. It could have been so basic. And then and not like the mind progresses, but you know what I mean? Like as things progress and there's more creativity, imagination, what have you.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder
time for it.
Yeah, I wonder if things started getting weird then. And then they're like, oh, these are freaking weird.
Yeah, maybe.
Let me write this down.
Maybe.
Who knows? I'm here.
I am here. So I have some fun facts about dreams. Most of these I knew. Some I didn't.
They're still fun.
Yeah. It's a little list here. So it's estimated that we'll have over 100,000 dreams in our lifetime.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of dreams. And this has to be accurate. I'm assuming it's accurate because it was talking about dreams. But it says that we spend 25 years asleep. Estimated. That's a long time.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, if you really think about it, you spend, what, 1/3 of your day asleep? Right?
If I'm lucky.
Same. But, like, on average, like 8 hours a day of sleep. That's 1/3, right?
Yeah.
So if you're spending 1/3 of your day asleep, you're spending 1/3 of your life asleep. So if you live to be 75, approximately, that's probably, like, the life expectancy. Who knows? 25 years sounds, like, about right to me.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about, that you spend 25 years of your life sleeping.
It's
like,
honestly astonishing. I don't feel like I've gotten anywhere near anything like that. But
No, it's just weird to think about because I'm almost 25. So I've spent, at the end of my life...
Almost might be a stretch.
Okay, I just turned 24. I feel almost 25. It's scary. I'm getting old. But, for all intents and purposes, I would have spent the amount of time that I've lived sleeping. Like, that's just weird to think about.
Yeah. Well, 25 of those years, 6 of them, you're spent dreaming. So it's like a fraction.
That's weird.
Yeah, a fraction of, like, the time which we kind of knew that. We knew that. 1 to 3 hours per night are spent dreaming. 1 to 3. I don't sleep long enough to get 3 hours of dreaming in. I don't think.
No, I sleep maybe 3 hours at a time.
Yeah. Right. And it's estimated that you'll have 3 to 5 dreams per night on average. I don't recall.
No, I don't. Like, I only remember the dreams that are very lengthy and very complicated.
Right. Or, like, invoke some kind of, like, strong emotional response.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think this is pretty common knowledge, but I thought I would add it in there in case it's not. Dreams happen in our REM sleep cycle, or our rapid eye movement cycle. And this accounts for 20 to 25% of the total sleep time. Okay, that's literally, and they call it rapid eye movement, and you're like, okay, whatever. So you just, like, pass over that when you learn about it. But, like, your eyes are literally rapidly moving.
Like, twitching.
Like, they're, like, going back and forth, like, really fast. Like,
Yeah.
you can't even do it that fast if you tried, like, awake. But they just, like, go back and forth. And I know that because I've seen people sleep with their eyes open.
Or if you walk up to somebody who's really deep asleep and pull their eyelid open, you can watch it.
It's disgusting.
I'm not a creep, I promise.
Don't have sleepovers with Sarah, is what we've learned.
It's fine.
We forget, I saw 2 different figures. I saw on one website we forget 90% of our dreams, and I saw on another website that we forget 95% of our dreams. Similar. But I don't remember
95% of my dreams.
at least 95. Well, if we're having 3 to 5 at night, there's just no way.
No.
Yeah.
I have, like, maybe 1 to 2 dreams a week that I remember. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Same. 12% of our dreams are in black and white. Don't know why.
None of mine are, ever. The ones I remember aren't.
I can't recall.
I don't think I've ever had a black and white dream.
Yeah, well, 12%. So you probably have, you just don't remember.
Yeah, out of the ones that I remember, none of them I don't think I've ever been in black and white. Because that's something I would be like, oh, that was freaking cool. This whole dream was in black and white.
Right. Yeah, no. Never happened for me.
Huh.
40%, this is on the list, and I guess it's kind of has to do with dreaming, but 40% of people experience sleep paralysis, which is a lot of people. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That just shocked me. Cold rooms lead to bad dreams and nightmares.
Which, that was funny to me because they always say to sleep in a colder room to get better sleep.
Yeah. Right.
Maybe that's why I have such bad dreams all the friggin' time.
Probably. We have more negative dreams than we do positive ones, and that makes sense. And, like, it'll make sense as we continue in the episode.
Yeah, I don't think... I've never had, like, a super positive dream that I remember. Like, I have, like...
Never.
I have positive dreams, but I don't pay attention to them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
because it's not invoking,
dream.
like, some kind of, like, negative response.
Yeah. So all the ones that I write down or remember or talk about are all, like, these crazy, weird... I mean, I'll talk about it later, but, like, apocalyptic dreams.
Right. Yeah. If you said this the other day, that in a dream you cannot read or tell time.
Yeah.
I did not know that. But I've never, like, consciously read something in a dream, but I've definitely, like, been, like, that thing says that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we had this conversation where you can know what like a road sign in a dream says without physically reading the words.
Now that I think about it, I've never seen like words in a dream. It's just like one of the dreams I had last night. There was like a invitation card or whatever, and now that I'm thinking about it, I couldn't read what was on the invitation card, but I knew what it was an invitation for.
I always see if there's words in my dream, they're always blurry. Mm-hmm. So like I wear contacts. I'm blind. So if I don't have my contacts in or my glasses on, I can't see more than 2 feet in front of my face. Maybe.
Right.
And so whenever I'm in my dream and there's words, it looks like I'm trying to read something without my contacts in. So like I know they're words, but they're so blurry that I can't even make out the letters.
See, I would agree with that. Like I could see an invitation and it basically just looked like somebody like smeared it.
Yeah.
Kind of. And that's what. Okay. That's
fun fact. Not really a fact, but I don't know. For any of you musicians out there, I'd be curious. I've been able to read music in my dreams. I've been able to, that's interesting. Like I've had dreams where I'm composing something and then I wake up, literally I've come downstairs in the middle of the night to my piano and I can write or I can play what I've written in my dream.
Yeah.
Because I can read the music. And I wonder if that's because they're not letters, they're symbols. But you read music. That's what you call it. You read sheet music. So that's
I don't read it. I looked at it and scratched my head for 8 years.
I wonder if any other musicians have. I'm sure there has to be people that can read music or compose music in their dreams. That's got to be a thing. No, I'm curious.
I would assume so. You also cannot dream about people that you don't know or faces that you've never seen. Like your brain can't make up a face. Like it could be somebody that you don't know, but you pass them on a street.
Mm-hmm. Or I've had dreams where I'm like in a crowd of people and the faces are blurry. And I can only see people that I know. Like I can pick out of a crowd in my dream, but everybody around us has blurred faces.
Sometimes I can't see above the neck, but I know who it is. Kind of like, what was that show?
Powderpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo.
Was it like Proud Family? There was like the basketball guy who was like cut off. Yeah, like that's kind of how some of my dreams are. Not all, but some. But I know who it is.
Yeah.
Like I might not, like I can talk to them and like they're there and I know who they are, but I can't see their face. I don't know. And this I thought was interesting. It makes sense. Never really thought about it. That blind people dream more with other sensory components than sighted people. So I am assuming that means like because they're not like seeing the thing necessarily.
Oh, they can feel it or
like
smell
it, yeah.
Because I've felt things in dreams. Like I've woken up and I'm like, man, my arm hurts because I just had a dream of my arm getting ripped off. Mm-hmm. Like I've had that happen, but that would be crazy to be somebody who's blind.
And like have a sensation with it. Maybe not necessarily like pain of getting your arm ripped off, but like some kind of sensation.
How magnified are those senses, you know?
Right.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting. So I've got a list of the 10 most common dreams. most of these I haven't had. So
I'm betting me either because I can't.
How common can they be?
You have some weird dreams and I just have the same kind of dreams over and over and over.
Yeah. So the top dream is being chased.
Definitely had that dream.
Yes, me too. Here's what it means. It may reflect a problem or a person that you're avoiding in your waking life. There may be a problem that you are subconsciously steering clear from instead of confronting, which is like kind of our MO. And
just don't give me away.
And it can be inspired by a fear of failure.
So call me out all the way. Fear of failure. Got that covered.
Mm-hmm. And I just want to like preface and say that like our dream interpretation dictionary goes into way like bigger detail than what I'm going to go into.
Well, we looked some of these up in here and we're like, oh, we'll just read straight from the dictionary. They're like 4 pages long. And we're like, we're
not going to do that. So I found some like little snippets.
Synopsis.
Yeah. So just... there could be extra meanings. It could be deeper meanings.
Or it could not mean this at all.
Yeah, don't attack me. Number 2 is taking an exam.
Oh my God. All my dreams this past week have been literally taking a set theory exam for music theory. For any of my musicians out there, if you know what set theory is.
And can help me.
No, I get the set theory part. The matrices I don't get. Anyway,
Everybody gets matrices.
Yeah. All of my dreams this past 2 weeks have been me sitting in the classroom by myself with a timer going. Because in every classroom at the school, there's an upright piano at the top. I'm in the desk behind the piano. There's a timer going, and I'm panicking because I don't understand, and I can't read the exam, obviously. So I don't even know really what the question is. I just know it's set theory.
Yeah, I don't think I've had a dream about an exam.
That's weird.
When I think about dreams in an exam, do you remember? Probably not. There was an episode of Full House where DJ was trying to get into some university. And she thought she wasn't going to get into it. And so she had a dream that she had to go to Clown University. Do you remember that? Because she was taking a test and she was failing it or whatever. And then suddenly she had a whole clown outfit on. That's what it reminds me of. But I've never had it.
You know what? I think we should go to Clown University just for a day.
For a day. Is that even a thing?
Yeah. Clown school is a thing.
I don't want to pay for that.
Somebody sponsor me. I would be the world's worst clown.
I'm already drowning in my student loans.
Yeah.
You would be the world's worst clown. You could be a good mime.
I could be a good mime.
A stressy, depressy mime.
Stressy spaghetti. The mime.
So this is what taking an exam means in your dream. You could be stressing about taking an exam, or it can reflect the stress that you're feeling in your real life, such as exams.
Weird.
It could be because of a lack of confidence in your abilities. And dreaming...
I don't like this episode.
Yeah, I felt attacked the whole time I was typing. I just want you to know. Dreaming about cheating on an exam might be a reflection of how you approach issues in your real life.
I don't like that. Because I don't cheat on anything. Well... I've definitely cheated on assignments and exams and
not in our higher education.
No,
because that would be
bad.
That'd be bad. Definitely in high school.
Stay in school, kids.
Stay in school.
Don't cheat.
Don't cheat. It's bad. Number 3 is flying. I've never had a dream about flying.
Flying in an airplane or flying?
I think flying, your body is flying. I did not get the plane vibe from this section.
Yes.
It's never happened.
Oh, I've been in a flying car in my dream. Or a flying truck.
All right. What kind of truck was that?
Just some old shitty truck that Cameron was driving after he decided he was going to kill himself in the middle of the apocalypse. Okay. Cameron's my brother. We'll talk about that dream later.
Yeah, it's fine. So flying can be dreaming about flying could be your nighttime escape from the problems that you're experiencing during the day.
It was an escape in that dream. That's how we got away from everybody.
Or it could reflect the freedom that you feel in your normal life, which I don't know what that feels like.
No. Who's got freedom? I got school. I got work. There's so many things. The dishes are upstairs. I got to do those. That's not freedom. I'm tied to that sink.
Right. True that,
Stupid.
Though. You have a dishwasher, but it's fine.
I hate the dishes.
Flying in a dream could also mean that you feel creative or artistic freedom in your work or hobbies. Okay. A fear of flying means that you feel powerless to something in your life.
I don't want to fly.
This dream, the next dream, I've had a million times. That your teeth are falling out.
I've never had that dream.
I've had that my teeth are falling out. I've had that my teeth are being broken. Like shattered out of my mouth. They'll still be little shards of teeth.
That makes my face hurt.
It's bad. Oh. I have it a lot. And
for someone who is as anxious and stressed as I am, I've never had that dream.
And I have. And I'm also anxious and stressed. So it's just, who knows? So definitely disturbing. Mm-hmm. Women have it more than men.
Weird.
Okay. It comes from a feeling of lack of confidence or powerlessness. Can be related to a communication issue. Maybe you wanted to speak out about something and you didn't. Or it could be about a feeling of loss, whether it's aging, looks, money, a job, whatever. So I have the dream a lot.
That's weird. It's usually
shattering. Oh, you read something earlier, and I'm just going to hopefully spitball it and make it to that place. But that like if you were dreaming that your molars were coming out.
Yeah, it was in the book. If you're dreaming that your molars are falling out or being broken off or whatever, your molars are more deeply rooted than the rest of your teeth because they're bigger teeth. They have like a bigger chewing job. Yeah, bigger root. And that, like, if those are falling out in your dream, that could mean that you're losing someone very important to you or very close to you. Like your mom died, or a job that you really loved, you lost, or like something very, very big and deeply rooted in your life. If your molars are falling out, can symbolize something like that.
And that's interesting to me because, like, for me, I feel like my dreams, for the most part, are like really surface level. Like, not necessarily there's any like rhyme or reason behind them besides like what's going on in my daily life. But like for like the subconscious mind to be like, okay, let's make her think that her molars are coming out because she's depressed about this person who died.
Yeah.
Like it's just like a weird manifestation of anxiety.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's cool. It's like an interesting touch though. And it makes sense. Like the connection makes sense.
It makes total sense, but like how does our mind do it?
I don't.
In that way.
I don't know why my mom. Hi, Mom. I don't know. I don't want to know why my mind does the things that it does. I'm just going to let it go.
It's just not worth it.
No.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
The fifth dream is driving.
Okay.
I don't often have dreams about driving.
Not really.
I really hate driving. It's really my least favorite.
That's weird for you.
Yeah, that's all I do. But these dreams are about control and how you perceive your future. So driving on a sunny day suggests that you're in control and you know where you're headed. An out of control car means that you lack control in your life and future. Fine. Driving fast relates to risky behaviors and decisions. So if I'm like driving a really out of control car on a Sunday really fast, what does that mean? If you're driving in the dark, it suggests that you're unhappy. No shit. If there's a passenger in the car, you may be feeling like someone else is deciding which road that your life is going down.
I don't think I've ever had dreams of driving. Like I've had dreams where I'm in the car and somebody else is driving, but never me. I don't think.
So maybe you feel like someone else is deciding which road your life's going down if somebody else is driving the car.
No, I think I'm fucking it up all, man.
That's true. The next one is that you cannot find a toilet. That's never happened to me.
It's never happened to me in my dream either.
The boring.
Well, to be fair, it's never happened in real life either.
That you couldn't find a bathroom?
Well, I can't find a bathroom. Not that I don't not make it to the bathroom. That's what I'm saying.
Prove it. Like one of my biggest anxieties in life, like genuinely, and it has been like this since I was literally a kid. We'll just talk about trauma for a second. Is that I won't be able to find a bathroom when I need one.
Yeah.
It's like my biggest fear because one time, and I'm pretty sure my mom can back me up on this, I saw a kid pee his pants on the bus in elementary
I've seen that,
school.
yeah.
And it like traumatized me for like a while.
Man.
Like I was like constantly peeing before I had to like do stuff. And like, so that's like one of my biggest insecurities in life ever. But I've never dreamt about it.
I've never dreamt about it either.
So I'm kind of glad I don't need that anxiety in like real life and in my dreams.
Yeah, for real.
So the boring explanation could be that you have to pee.
Wow.
So get up and go to the bathroom. That could be it. Or this was weird. I'm assuming that your bathroom is the smallest room in your house. Okay, assuming. It is. We're in all the places that I've lived.
Yeah, same.
But dreaming about the smallest room in your house can relate to confronting negative issues in life. And
why?
Right. I don't know. Or maybe that you're holding something inside that you can't express. Because
that makes sense.
Bathroom, holding it in whatever.
Can't find a bathroom.
But like maybe dreaming about the smallest room, like you're just like closed in.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Number 7, being naked in public. Never had that dream.
I'm trying to think. I've never had dreams where I'm naked in public, but I've had dreams where I've had to wear things that make me uncomfortable. Okay. Because I'm a performer. I'm a singer. And so there's a few dresses I have in my collection that are like slightly too tight to sing comfortably in, or like, you know what, it's slightly too loose in the top or whatever. And I've had dreams where I'm like, I'm forced to wear those things, or I'm forced to wear something that's like really skimpy to this big classical recital that I'm supposed to be giving, and it's like not professional at all. And that I've had dreams like that plenty of times.
No.
Okay.
Not me. I don't know. So that could be, rewind. It's very common for men and women. It reflects a feeling of vulnerability, insecurity, or even shame.
Yeah.
Maybe you're keeping a secret and you're worried about the reactions of others if they find out. But if you're enjoying being naked in your dream,
You got a problem. If you're enjoying being naked in public in your dream, that's a little weird.
maybe
That's a
that's
little
weird. It can mean that you are confident in yourself and are just very comfortable.
Well, where's that at? I'd like 1 dose of that, please.
Right. Shout out to you if you're comfortable with yourself. Number 8 is falling.
I've had this dream so many times.
Never that I've been falling, but that like I've always like what's it called, the hypnic jerk? Is that the right word?
Yeah, something like that.
Word, where you like just jerk awake. I have that all the time.
I have that all the time, and it's not necessarily because I'm like falling. Because I've had dreams where I always have dreams on the cliffs. I don't know what that means, but I always have dreams.
She's on the edge.
Well, that could be interpreted many different ways. Anyway, I've always had dreams where I'm like on the cliff and something bad's happening and like somebody I love ends up being pushed off the cliff or whatever. But most of the time when I have that like jerk reaction, it wakes me up. I'm tripping in my dream over my own feet. And I'll like I have a dream where I'm like walking in the store or something and I trip on my feet and that wakes me up because I get the jerk.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
I don't dream about the falling or anything. I definitely have that little jerk, but I'm not dreaming with it.
A lot of times I'm not dreaming with it either.
Well, falling, yet again, points to insecurities.
Wow.
Just like everything
So
else in
weird.
my life. There maybe it's something that you're hanging on to for too long and it's time to let it go. Falling is a sign of a loss of control or failing to achieve a goal, feeling like you're running on empty, or feeling like you have too many demands being put on you.
Jesus Christ, everybody.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah. 9, famous people. If you dream about a famous person, you might see something of yourself in that person, like ambition, sense of humor, aggression, glamour, or any other characteristics.
I don't think I've ever dreamt of a famous person.
No, me either. If a famous face keeps appearing, it could mean that you're spending too much time obsessing about that person. Never happened for me.
No, I've never dreamt. I'm sure I've dreamt of like my favorite musician. Or like meeting my favorite musician. But rarely.
Right.
Rarely.
And number 10 is death. It does not necessarily mean that something bad is coming your way. It most commonly relates to something ending or changing in your life, like the tarot card.
Yeah.
Interesting. It could be the result of a personal transformation, either good or bad. But it could also be reflective of your failures in life and in relationships or ambitions. Witnessing the death of bad people in your dreams can be read as you're facing up to negative areas of your life.
What does it mean when you watch good people die?
You're screwed.
Good. It's like one of the things that I was going to like mark in the book is to talk about death in my own dreams, but that one was another 4 or 5 page long thing. Because somebody's always dying in my dreams. Always.
That's fine. There's nothing to be worried about there.
Nothing.
So that's kind of all I've got for the top 10.
Top 10.
Top 10 dreams.
Let us know if you guys have had those dreams before or how many you've had.
Right. Very curious because like for myself it's only like maybe half or less.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Interesting. So we have our dream dictionary here. And we were like, you were doing your research and I was sitting here like just kind of, I was going to say scrolling, not scrolling, flipping through this book.
How do you know that you're like...
Spend too much time on the computer.
How do you know that you're like late in the millennial thing?
Shut
You're not even a millennial, are you?
No.
Yikes.
I'm like 1 year off it. 1 year too young.
Gross.
Yeah. Anyway, that we've insulted me. So I was going through these and it's just like, I don't know if you can see it, but for those of you who are watching on YouTube, it's alphabetical and it just lists very broad topics. Or so I thought.
Yeah.
Except there's some in here that are just hysterical. And so I wanted, I marked, I think 3 of them that I thought were like huh? Like Kanye West is mentioned in here. That's his own topic. He's got his own little topic about dreaming about
Never
Kanye West.
dreamt about Kanye West.
Me either. Elbow is on here. Bush is on here.
Okay,
like rose bush.
Oh, I was like George Bush?
No, like a rose bush.
Like a plant bush?
Yeah. Gas station is on here.
I guess that's if you want to like really just dissect.
Yeah, this thing goes in so much detail. Like there's so like limo, stairs.
Okay.
Like there's just so many things on here. So I've marked a couple. And I thought that they were just going to be interesting, you know?
Yeah.
So the first one I marked is Dream Within a Dream. Because if you guys remember the Lucid Dream episode, I went on this wild tangent at the end about it. In that episode about my husband who had like a dream inside a dream inside a dream. And so when I was like just looking through this, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So, and it's fairly short, so I'm just going to read it from the book. A Dream Within a Dream. A dream within a dream can be a clever ploy to keep you asleep and dreaming. Otherwise, at the end of the dream segment, you might wake up or fall into a dreamless sleep. Instead, you continue dreaming, allowing the story to continue and continuing to get the dream time that you need. The dream within a dream is a popular theme for sleep-deprived people. REM stage sleep, when the most vivid dreams tend to occur, is essential. It's why REM deprivation is used as torture and sleep deprivation is forbidden by the Geneva Convention?
Yeah.
It's like Geneva government? Geneva Convention? Okay.
We should know that.
We should know that.
We should know that. Sorry.
Sorry. It's a well-established medical fact that dreaming helps to process everything that's happening since the last time you dreamed. And if you don't get the chance to dream, you'll quickly break down mentally and physically, which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I knew that, but, like, to think about it, it's like, if you don't dream, like, you start dying.
Okay.
Isn't that weird to think about?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay. Yes.
Given this, you can see why your dreaming mind uses any means to keep you asleep and dreaming. The dreaming mind is a storyteller that uses every trick in the storyteller playbook, including nesting one story within the other, aka dream within a dream. It's the best way of telling the story or to show how scenes interconnect, and the scenes can appear unrelated, but they actually have a common thread that's found in the meaning and the message of the dream. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
That it's like a way to keep yourself in this REM sleep to get more of that you need.
So a dream inside a dream is your body's way of making sure that your brain has the time to recuperate from the day.
Yeah.
Because if you don't get enough REM sleep, your brain can't do the thing it's got to do.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool.
That is really interesting.
The next little topic I have is ghost. Because you know what? We're our ghosties. Mm-hmm. We like our ghosties. Mm-hmm. And this is not really like a bizarre thing to dream about, like Kanye West. But I was interested to see what it had to say. So, a ghost in a dream can be a reference to the past because ghosts are perceived as relics from the past. Like memories and feelings, ghosts can linger. They won't go away until dealt with. Ghosts haunt, and people can be haunted. For example, by guilt or regret. Someone who is seeing ghosts is haunted by the past, usually associated with the misdeeds and a guilty conscience. Ghosts can symbolize fear, since they are commonly feared. Usually the symbolism is tied to associations specific to ghosts, such as fear of death or fear of the past catching up with you, but ghosts can symbolize any fear or paranoia. A strong possibility, considering the amorphous nature of ghosts and paranoia. However, a friendly ghost is not likely to symbolize fear. You can tell by how you feel and react to the ghost. And then it's got a little insert that says, "See fear topic."
No, thanks.
A ghost in a dream can refer to someone who isn't around anymore. For example, after the death of a loved one, especially one you lived with, you can dream about a ghost to symbolize the feeling that the person is still around. You feel his or her presence. The same idea applies to someone who left, such as a breakup or a divorce. Ghosts are associated with death, and in dreams they can refer to someone who has passed away or is about to die. A ghost can refer to being overlooked or ignored. If you feel like a ghost, it means no one is giving you the attention or recognition that you want. As with all dream symbolism, the meaning is found in the context. For example, a ghost in a place where you used to live can symbolize something from your past. A ghost haunting the bedroom of a sibling who ran away from home and hasn't been heard from in a long time can symbolize the sibling or the situation. The person is thought about or remembered, but is absent physically. A sad ghost can connect with the feeling of being ignored or overlooked, or something from the past that makes you sad. A ghost can symbolize the influence of someone who is not physically present. For example, long after leaving home, you can still feel the presence of a parent or another influential figure in your life, in which case the dream is likely to include references to that person and actions such as doors opening or closing on their own. Ghosts are used in the sense of ghosts of your former self. It means loss of energy, prestige, status, or influence. Ghosts are also known as lost souls, and that can symbolize someone who has no direction in life or no close relations.
Okay.
So I thought that was really cool that it can mean, I mean, obviously everything can mean a million different things.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, since we're a ghosty podcast, I thought.
Might as well.
Throw
some paranormal in there. I kind of feel like the book should have just been like, here's the dream interpretation book, and then like one page inside, and all the page says is, you're insecure.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like every single, like, everything ties back to like, you're insecure and sad.
Yeah.
Everything. I get it. And different things have different, like, multitudes of and levels of sadness and insecurity, but it's kind of all
It's all looking
circling
like
back.
You're sad and no.
And
You're sad and insecure.
yeah, it's fine. Usually.
So the last little interesting dream that I picked out is one of the first ones that I like. That one of the first little topics in the list that caught my eye, and this one's more on the bizarre side. And I'm sure, like, I haven't read this yet, right? I just like picked it and tapped it, but I'm sure it's got a really good meaning to it.
Okay.
But at first glance, when I saw the word crack house listed,
Okay.
I was like, I gotta read that. Like,
Yeah,
I need
we gotta
to know like
what it means. What it means to dream about a crack house.
Yes, so here we go. I've definitely dreamt about a crack house, for the record. We're gonna move over here.
Have I? I've had a dream about a trap house, but that's not the same.
That's not the same. Definitely had dreams about crack houses. Dreams create physical representations of personal situations, especially in the dynamics of your inner life. The symbolism is based on your associations. A crack house is generally associated with squalid living conditions and personal desperation. It can be used as symbolism for being in a really bad place in life. It's known for being a place that can't be escaped. The drug will always bring you back, to, like an addict. Mm-hmm. A crack house can symbolize some sort of terrible personal condition or habit, not necessarily a drug habit. It can mean there's something you can't connect with, or you can't control, or some way that you can't help yourself. A crack house can symbolize the lowest possible opinion of something or someone. And then it says, see roach topic.
No, thank you. No, thanks.
A crack house can be a metaphor for going nowhere in your life or lacking control of your personal space. Anyone can come or go without asking. Or you have needy people in your life who always want something from you. Or perhaps it's you who's needy, compulsive, or addicted, like a crackhead.
That's what I was just thinking. Somebody always needs something from you because you're at the crack house.
Yes. The house represents your life. In that case, neediness does not have to be at the level of a crackhead to fit the situation in an exaggerated way. Okay. I like how they added, like, the person who needs something from you does not have to be so desperate like a crackhead. But
right.
At its simplest, the crack house is a house. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Okay, that's it? Okay.
Well, no, there's more.
Oh, I was like...
But it like
okay.
Just a little bit more, but that sentence is funny. At its simplest, a crack house is a house. People live there. It could characterize a living situation or home life, or characterize something about your life. It says, see home topic. As always, consider personal associations and experiences in relation to dream symbols. If you have been in a crack house, why were you there? What were your impressions? Now ask if your associations show up in the dream story. I've never been to the crack house, so. Mm-mm. But
not knowingly.
No, I saw that was like one of the first things that caught my eye when I opened the book, and I'm like,
let's figure that out.
I gotta talk
Let's dive into that for sure.
So, you said you never dreamed or dreamt, I should say, of a crack house, but your dreams aren't far off.
No, my dreams are weird. And I had to pull my phone out for this because I did not transfer my notes to my computer like a responsible human being.
Wow, you suck.
So keep in mind, I'm going to have to edit a little bit as I go to like save people's names and like keep the names like private.
Yeah.
Keep people private because I mentioned people. And there's definitely a story about my old job that like I just don't want to get sued for.
Yeah.
So we'll change some names because I feel like they would definitely sue me. So.
And you don't have any money.
They would not get anything because I got like $6.
Same though. Wait, we find somebody to sue.
I don't know who. I don't know who to sue. But I have very weird dreams. Very weird dreams. And we're not going to look up what they mean because
I don't think you could.
there's not, it would take a million years.
Well, yeah,
and then we would
every second there's a new theme happening in your dreams.
Right. So it'd be like, we could look up what everything means, but then we'd have to put it all together and interpret it. And I just feel like
you could.
it would take too long. So I'm simply sharing my dreams out of like entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
So bear with me. I write them as soon as I wake up. So it's going to be jumbled thoughts also. So we're going to dive in. So this is the first dream that I tracked. And it's notes, so bear with me. It's like really jumbled. Had a dream that a lot of people were at my parents' house. Sarah, my mom, my dad, my friend Maggie, a bunch of people that I know. I went into my childhood bedroom and set up a weird like wedding reception table, but it was small. And it was like a tabletop reception table. It was very weird. Like there was like a high top table, and then on top of the high top table was like a scaled down version of a reception table. Right. Lights, candles, greenery, bunch of shit on there.
Other things.
And it had names on it. Leave it there. So then I'm standing there and the table's in front of the window, kind of kitty corner of the window. And all of a sudden a fire breaks out next to the surge protector. Or on the surge protector, whatever. Aren't they supposed to not do that?
That's what they're there for.
Anyway.
Well, you plug your like the big desktop computer is plugged into a surge protector because if you have a surge, that surge protector
stops it from doing the thing.
But they can catch on fire.
Okay.
If they're faulty.
So surge protector catches on fire. I throw water on it because I'm a genius, right? That's the stupidest thing to do, but it's fine. And so the fire, and like I like have a vague memory of looking at the fire, and like the carpet around the surge protector was like burnt and like shriveled. And I feel like the fire went out, but in my brain I needed to save my dog.
Yeah.
So I threw Artie out the second floor window.
Poor dude.
And when the fire was gone, he floated right back up to the window, and I just grabbed him out and brought him back inside.
Well, fire's gone. No threat.
So there's probably some symbolism there. We don't even need to get into that because my life's a hot mess. But that's one dream. Next dream is about, it's my old job.
My old job as well.
Yeah, not going to say where because I don't want to get sued. But it was a hospital type setting. Mm-hmm. I'm going to change the names as I go. Might be a hot mess while I try. So I was at my job talking about quitting. And I told the boss that was right below the CEO.
Yeah.
Or like 2 steps below the CEO, I'll say, that I was thinking about quitting. We'll call him Dave.
Dave.
And we already had a rocky relationship.
Oh, Dave.
So
Dave's quite the Dave.
Yeah. So in my dream, I told him that I was going to talk to the CEO, name unimportant, about all the issues I'd been having. And I had been having a lot.
As we all did.
But this, as I still are, as I'm hearing.
Yeah.
But I quit this job like almost a year ago. So it's like weird that I like recently had a dream about it. But anyway, want to talk about that. And then I was on the first shift, and normally I was on second shift, so it was weird, but I guess I was helping train new people. And a woman who we'll call Annie was there, and I talked to her about feeling unappreciated, which was stupid in hindsight because she's kind of like a not nice person. But in response to that, she promoted me in my dream. But the promotion was one of those like "Hello, my name is" stickers, and she just changed the words on it and like changed it to like whatever. I became supervisor, whatever. And then there was a girl that I used to work with. We'll call her Carly. And Carly, in my dream, lost her mind and was shooting people.
Oh.
And I think this is a direct relationship to Grey's Anatomy because she was going around shooting people, and the rumor was that she was looking for me. And I kept hiding because, duh, somebody's like out here with like a whole like gun,
Vendetta.
But it's fine. And in my dream, Carly looked like Miranda Bailey from Grey's Anatomy, if you don't know who Miranda Bailey is, until we left the hospital together, and then she looked like herself.
That's weird.
So I don't know. I don't know what that means. We met in an elevator, and she asked me to go with her. After which, she drove us to an Italian restaurant where people were making donuts right next to the door, and I woke up.
Donuts aren't really that Italian.
No, they're not.
Should have been making cannolis.
Yeah. And sometime during that dream, and when I woke up, I couldn't place where in the dream, I was alone in a bar ordering pizza with no crust.
Which is the worst decision you could make.
Right. And
besides getting pizza with no cheese on it. I know who you are.
Right. And no sauce. That's just cheese bread. Just order cheese bread.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Anyway, so this dream is like kind of a really good example of like why I can't break it down. Because what does that mean?
Yeah. There's so many things happening.
Another dream. I dream a lot. Like probably, I would think more than the average person. Yeah. I don't really know. I have a lot of dreams. So next dream, I was downtown somewhere that I've never been before. I don't know what downtown of what city, but I'd never been there.
Okay.
There was an NBA star playing the sax, and I'm pretty sure it was Dwayne Wade. I don't know.
I like me some good sax.
He was playing the sax at a bar, and my boyfriend in the dream, no idea who this person is. He was supposed to help the NBA player like set up his like performance thing. And I was like, hey man, I don't think they're going to let me go in because I didn't have like the clearance to go in, or like I wasn't like invited to go in. I wasn't wearing the right thing or whatever. So I went to a different bar and took a shot. They didn't have Crown Apple, which is my favorite. And I think that the reason they didn't have Crown Apple is because I, in my dream brain, like thought to myself, they're not going to have Crown Apple because some places don't have Crown Apple.
Why? That's like a standard thing to have.
So
I'm mad about it.
I think they didn't have it because I thought to myself, they're not going to have it.
Probably.
And so she asked me if I wanted a Mike's Hard Lemonade, and I was like, ew.
Was that because we were talking about my bachelorette party recently?
No, this was before that.
Oh.
This was before that. So I really hate Mike's Hard Lemonade. It makes my stomach hurt so bad. I said, hell no, I don't want a Mike's Hard Lemonade. And I asked for a raspberry vodka shot, which is like not the best thing to take a shot of, but like that's like my like go-to if I can't have Crown Apple. And I was standing at the bar, and like my hands were on the bar, and I got the shot, but then my feet kept walking like I was walking on
a treadmill,
like an invisible treadmill. Because I remember looking in the dream at the floor, and my feet were like moving.
I've had dreams like that where I'm like walking but staying in complete
and the bar was carpet. Who puts carpet in a bar? Somebody who hates themselves. That's who.
Ew, that would smell so bad.
It would not be good. Next dream. I was at a school. I don't know what school. Getting a COVID test. It was an empty cafeteria with like the, I don't know. I assume it's like still the same way where like prisons have like the glass and there's like a phone on either side. So there's like the prison window phone things. Mm-hmm. And like there was a prisoner in the school, which that's probably like a red flag to my life. I feel like a prisoner to the school. I bet you that's what it is, because all I do is school. But the prisoner gave me my results, which were negative. That's positive.
Congratulations.
This is where the dream like takes a turn, and like
as if it hadn't already that there's prisoners in the school.
It takes a turn. So the results were negative. I remember this because when I write it down, I can remember way better. Like I walked outside. It's snowing.
Gross.
I went sledding as like an event. I went sledding as like a fundraiser or something to protest racial injustice which is not a thing I'm opposed to doing. I would sled. I would sled
If it was for that, I'd sled.
To protest racial injustice. I would do that.
Sledding, but I would do it for that, for the record.
I like sledding. And so I'm sledding, and there's a little girl. She's got cat eye glasses with flames on the side.
Oh, I need me some of those.
And a pink snowsuit. And then the principal of the school came outside and yelled at us for hanging Black Lives Matter signs on the side of the school. And that was that.
I need me some cat eye glasses for the flames.
I need like an Ambien or something because I have the
Girl, me
weirdest
too.
dreams.
Dish them out.
So, last two.
Okay.
This one I wrote, I can't remember the entire dream. Ended with me in some kind of boarding school, running away from a mangy lion. At the end, I saw a girl with a machine gun and begged her not to shoot me, and so she didn't.
Wow, I wish how that worked.
Right. Instead, she gave me a machine gun, and we were tasked with getting out of the like boarding school complex or something. And then the headmaster or whoever was coming around the corner of the building. So I jumped up on top of a snowbank. It was probably like a 12-foot snowbank. It was huge.
Oh, so you're like athletic.
In my dreams, apparently. So I jumped on the snowbank, hid. But the headmaster's assistant saw me. And so he climbed onto the top of the snowbank and he hid my gun in the snow and then like picked me up and got me off the snowbank. Don't know what that's about. Weird.
It's too dangerous up there.
I don't know. Well, why would he hide my gun? Like what kind of like weird like undercover shit are you into if you're not going to get me in trouble for having a gun? Because it was my impression was that I was going to be getting in trouble for being for doing whatever I was doing. And so like him hiding my gun was like making me be in less trouble. But, like,
that makes
why?
sense.
I didn't recognize the guy at all. If I was going to place it place his face with somebody, it would be, oh my God, I don't know his name, from Handmaid's Tale. Like June's like baby daddy when she's in the Gilead, whatever. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. It's fine.
I don't know.
And then I woke up to Artie pushing his really cold nose into my face. That's my dog. And then this one I wrote the name of the place I used to work. Mopping. Roach. Floor was covered in a bunch of stuff. Protest, fire, coffee thrown on me twice. That's all I wrote for that dream. And so I don't remember a lot of it. I do remember that I was it looked like a school, but it was my old job. Mm-hmm. And
I remember you telling me about this one because it was such a weird, and it was so long too. It was such a weird, long dream.
So long. I don't remember what mopping and roach means. I think I was mopping and I saw like a cockroach or something. But it was there, and then we were outside, and there was a protest. Like there was like a line of people, like a huge line of people between like two buildings on this campus. And there was like fire everywhere. Someone set like the gym building on fire. Mm-hmm. And on the way, like I was like running to the gym building, and there was a guy in front of me, and I was like not trying to follow him. We just happened to be running in the same direction. Mm-hmm. And he had a mug of coffee and he threw it on me. And I was like, what the, like, why are you doing that? And like, I don't remember what happens. Like there was police officers, and we were like on the steps of the gym, and we were running down the steps of the gym, and the cops were yelling at us. I don't really remember what the whole thing was about. But then I ran back to the other building, and I was behind this guy again, and he threw coffee on me again. Twice. He just had like a nondescript white mug.
I think when I remember you telling me about this, like he said something about like, well, I don't know who you are.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing. Right, like I don't recognize you or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, what?
So throw coffee on me? Cool.
Right. So the moral of the story is like, could we look up the interpretations of my dreams? Sure we could.
That's a whole lot of work.
we could look them up, but I think my dreams are like a weird combination of like things that I've seen or things that I do or whatever, and then just like mashed up in a really, really weird way. And normally I have my like weirdest dreams after I consume dairy or alcohol. Dairy's the worst, I feel like. Those are like my most vivid dreams when I have dairy.
I haven't made a connection of what I eat yet. I know, I think I have the weirdest dreams right after I see certain people, or right after I do a very specific thing that I don't do very often, like go home to see my family.
Right.
Or something that I don't do. I do regularly in like monthly increments.
But not frequently.
Yeah. And so I think I have like, once my like routine is shooken up, then I have like these crazy weird dreams. And my dreams are always like bad. My dreams are always like I said, apocalyptic or the world's ending. And I'm tasked with this weird thing to try to stop the end of the world. Like I mentioned the flying car and my brother. That dream, I don't remember. I didn't write it down because I'm an idiot. But that dream was like me, my mom, my brother were in this old truck. And we were driving out of the city because it was like a zombie apocalypse. And my brother goes, well, if it's a zombie apocalypse, then I'm just going to go kill myself because what's the point? And I'm like, no. Let's not do that.
I'm like, I would do the same thing. I totally get it.
Same. Okay. I'm not lasting a zombie apocalypse.
Not suggesting that anyone unalive themselves. Just... That's a thought
I get the thought process.
It would cross my mind.
Yeah, I get the thought process. But I was like, no, we're gonna make it. Like in the stream, I'm like, I know we're gonna make it. And so there's like something that was chasing after the car and ended up like the car broke down or something. And I convinced Cameron not to kill himself. And then I was tasked with fixing the car with magic. Like I had like magic. I could just like shoot magic things out. And so I was like fixing. So I like fixed the engine of the car. And then my car was broken down or something. So we ended up fixing the truck so the truck could fly. And then we attached my car to the truck and we flew in the sky with the truck, with my Prius attached to the back of the truck. And that's how the dream ended. We just like flew away.
That's fine.
And I always have like these dreams where I'm either barely making out of it alive or I don't make it alive.
Okay.
Most of my dreams like happen on the edge of the cliff. Like somebody's falling off the cliff or there's like a battle on the edge of the cliff and somebody's falling off or like I just have, or I had a dream that you and I had set to backpack across country in search of like haunted locations for the podcast.
So in your dreams, we're also fit there too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a badass in my dreams. But we're gonna backpack across country, and then we were mad because we didn't have Wi-Fi. Like we couldn't get Wi-Fi everywhere we went.
Sure.
And we needed it to keep doing the podcast. And so my dad ends up showing up and cutting down this whole telephone pole, and he's like, "Just take it with you." It's a whole telephone pole. Whole telephone pole.
What a dad thing to do.
Yeah.
I've solved your problem.
Maybe that's what it was. He just showed up.
Maybe not in the conventional way, but I have solved it.
Yeah. And so he's like, just carry this it wasn't connected to anything. He was just like, carry this pole around. And I'm like, okay. So we ended up finding like an old train car that we got working and put the telephone pole on top of it. Like I always have like this massive problem in my dreams that I'm tasked with fixing. I don't know what this says about me. But I always have the same type of dream.
So I've got a list of the possible explanations for dreams. Okay? Number 1, it represents the unconscious desires and wishes. Makes sense.
Valid.
It is interpreting random signals from the brain and body during sleep. Okay? Consolidating and processing information gathered during the day. Or even working as a form of psychotherapy. And I think that's probably the most accurate. Like for myself.
Yeah.
For myself.
I like that one.
Because you're processing. You're processing the things that you went through, and that's why you dream about weird shit and that you're insecure about.
Weird.
I also have a list, and I don't know what most of these things really mean, but we're going to read them and act like we do. And it's basically a list compiled by researchers that kind of speculates that like what functions dreaming serves in the body. First one is offline memory reprocessing, in which the brain consolidates learning and memory tasks and supports and records waking consciousness.
Bless you.
Yes. Yeah, really though. Number 2, preparing for possible future threats. And I was like, that's weird.
Good. So all my disaster dreams.
Yeah, but I'm thinking it's like possible future threats is like emotionally or not necessarily physical harm, but like emotional harm.
Yeah.
Like prepping for those. Number 3, cognitive simulation of real life experiences, as dreaming is a subsystem of the waking default network, the part of the brain active during daydreaming.
Okay, Matrix.
Yeah, but really.
What?
4, helping develop cognitive capabilities. We kind of already knew that. That was kind of a...
Well, that happened
That was
in
a thing in like
dreaming.
lucid dreaming too. Yeah. The next one, reflecting unconscious mental function in a psychoanalytic way. So basically we're just like analyzing our subconscious by dreaming.
Yeah.
Cool. A unique state of consciousness that incorporates experience of the present, processing of the past, and preparation for the future.
I like that one.
Yeah. And lastly, a psychological space where overwhelming, contradictory, or highly complex notions can be brought together by the dreaming ego. Notions that would be unsettling while awake, serving the need for psychological balance and equilibrium.
That one's my favorite, I think. Mm-hmm. I like that one. That would make sense.
I like that one too. So we know that dreams aren't necessarily paranormal, not really spooky.
They can be sometimes.
Can be.
Not always, you know?
They kind of fall under like the umbrella of mysterious or like
The unknown.
unknown, right? Because like you don't really know where dreams come from. I mean, you have an idea of like. Did you do that?
No.
Yes, you did. What was it?
I can't. It was the Hobcat bottle that just fell off the bottom shelf.
I'm fine. Okay.
I like watched that happen.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna ignore it.
We're gonna finish the episode.
Yeah, we're gonna finish the episode and then cry about it in a little bit. So dreams are not necessarily paranormal, mysterious. They are mysterious. Not paranormal, not spooky. Can be. That's where we're recapping to.
Yeah.
We're pulling it together. But it's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's not like super well known. One person's dreaming experience can be so much different than the next person's.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that gray area is what makes it mysterious.
Yeah.
So, hope you liked it. Hope you
Yeah.
enjoyed it. Listen to my weird ass dreams. Very sorry.
If you'd like to learn more about Crack House or Kanye West dreams, we'll tell you.
Yeah,
Or any of the other random ass topics that are in there.
right. Reach out if you have any dreams that you'd like to share with us.
Yeah, that could be like an Instagram, like TV thing where
Yeah,
you
the
tell us your
reel.
dream themes and we'll read it back to you.
Yeah, we'll keep it confidential if you want, but let us exploit you in your dreams for content.
That would be so entertaining.
Yeah.
Please do it.
Yeah, send us a message, and then if you want to be confidential, just add that, and we
Yeah.
can just exploit you in your subconscious for likes
Great.
and views.
Yeah.
It'd be great. You can reach out to us on any of our social media sites. We are on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and something.
Instagram.
Instagram. Okay.
Are we still recording?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. You can reach out to us on any of our social media sites. We are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Sunday Night Spookies, and on Twitter at Sunday Spookies.
We also have 2 links in our description box. One is for the Buzzsprout, which is a hosting website we use for all of our podcasting needs. It's a great website. Everything is on the one website. And if you need, like, for sponsorships or anything, it gives you the link to go right to it. Everything is through Buzzsprout. Such a convenient website. Such a great tool for podcasters. If you use our link to start your own podcast, you get a free $20 Amazon gift card.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, also, side note, I don't think we like even put it on Instagram yet, but Buzzsprout let us know that we hit 2,000 downloads.
Yes, 2,000 downloads.
Yeah, we're very
Thank you
excited.
guys so much. It's awesome.
Yeah.
We also have a Instacart link. I hate grocery shopping. I always spend too much money if I go in person, and we're in a pandemic. So,
Indeed.
if you'd like to order your groceries using our link, you could get free delivery on your first order of $30 or more. Both of these links are affiliate links, so we do get a small kickback if you decide to use them. However, both of these services are through Google. You can just Google them and use them without our link if that's more comfortable for you. We also have a support the show link, which is our Cash App, and you can donate to us. We are 2 very broke college girls who like to adventure, especially now that the semester is ending.
And we
I
have
want to
time
go
to
on an
breathe.
adventure. So, if you'd like to donate to us, everything goes right back into giving more and better content. And if there's like a place you want us to visit, a topic you want us to research, if you want to throw a little money our way, we absolutely will do that. We'll give you a shout out if you'd like. And shout out to your mother.
Yes, my mom has been a very loyal supporter, sponsor. She's a sponsor.
Sponsor. She's a sponsor.
She's a sponsor at this point. So thank you so much
Yes.
for your very, very generous, too generous donations.
Yes, the spooky mom.
Yeah, for real though. Honorary spooky mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Sunday Night Spookies.
Join us next week for our topic episode about the Paris catacombs.
New episodes are released every Sunday evening. Thanks so much for listening, and as always,
Stay spooky.